You lost direction, and suddenly everything goes quiet. You're both there, but something just changed. You start thinking, say something. No, don't say something. Fix it. No, don't make it worse. And in those few seconds, it gets awkward. Not because of the erection, because no one knows what exactly to say next. That moment right there is where things either stay simple or slowly start getting complicated. Because when nothing is said, both people start feeling that silence with their own story. You might be thinking, I need to fix this. I've messed this up. Just get it back. And your partner might be thinking something completely different. Are they attracted to me? Did I do something wrong? Is this about me? Two completely different stories happening at the same time without a single word being spoken. And that's where most of the damage actually begins. Not in the body, in the silence. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to handle that moment properly. Not with therapy language or script, just simple ways to keep connection, remove pressure, and stop this from turning into something bigger than it is. Because erectile dysfunction doesn't just affect the body. If it isn't handled well, it slowly starts affecting the relationship too. So let's see what's actually happening in that moment. You lose your erection and instantly your attention shifts. Not to your partner, to yourself. Why is it happening? Get it back. Don't lose it completely, trying to control something that doesn't respond well to control. And the more you focus on it, the more pressure builds. Now here's the part that's really easy to miss. Your partner also feels the shift, not the technical side of it, the emotional shift. The energy changes. You go from present to slightly distracted, slightly somewhere else. And they feel that. So now two things are happening at the same time. You're trying to fix the erection. They're trying to understand the change. And because nothing is said, both of you start guessing. That's where the things begin to drift. Not because anything is broken, because the moment isn't handled. Now let's see what usually fills the silence, because this is where things quietly get complicated. You might be thinking, don't make this awkward, just get it back. Maybe if I focus harder. And at the same time, your partner might be thinking, are they not into me? Did I do something wrong? Are they distracted? Is this me? And here's the key thing. Neither of you are saying any of that. So both the stories grow without being checked. And if this happens more than once, something subtle starts to change. Next time you're together, there's already a bit of tension. You're more aware. They're more aware. You're both slightly on edge. Now it's no longer just sex, it's a situation. And erections don't like situation. They respond to ease, to play, to present, not pressure. If nothing changes here, this is where couples slowly start avoiding intimacy. Not because they don't want each other, because the experience stop feeling simple and fun. So what do you actually say in that moment? Not a speech, not an explanation, just something simple that keeps the connection intact. It can be as easy as, hey, this isn't about you, or give me a second, I'm a bit in my head, or even, let's slow this down. That's enough. You're not trying to fix everything. You're just stopping the silence from turning into confusion. The moment you say something simple and grounded, the pressure drops. For you and for them, because now the story doesn't have to run wild. Now you're both back in the same space again, and once the pressure drops, something interesting happens. The body often follows. But it's not just about what you say, it's about the environment you create around intimacy. If sex starts to feel like a performance, a test, something that has to go right, then both people feel it. And erections respond to that immediately. But when focus shifts to slowing down, exploring, staying connected, the whole experience changes. It becomes less about outcome and more about being there. And that's where erections usually feel more comfortable again. Now, if this has been going for a while, if intimacy has started to feel tense, awkward, or avoided, this isn't something you fix in one sentence. That's exactly what I built, the Desire Rebuild Blueprint, which is a simple 28-day challenge for couples. Not therapy or not long conversation, just a structured way to bring back play, connection, and a bit of a spark again, in a way that feels natural. And yes, sometimes that energy doesn't have to stay in the bedroom, which is actually a good sign. Erectile dysfunction doesn't damage relationships on its own. Silence does. misunderstanding does, pressure does. But when it is handled together, it can actually bring more awareness, more communication, and sometimes better intimacy than before. And if you ever had that thought in your head that I'm attracted, so why is it still happening? That's something I explained properly in this video, because once you understand that part, a lot of this starts to make a lot more sense. I'll see you there.